You know the smell the moment you walk through the door. It hits you before you have even checked in at the front desk. Sharp, clean, slightly chemical, with something underneath it that is hard to name. It's not quite bleach, it's not quite antiseptic, it's its own thing entirely. And almost everyone reacts to it the same way. The shoulders tighten, the mood shifts. Suddenly, you are aware that you are somewhere serious. Most people assume hospitals just smell like cleaning products, heavy-duty versions of the stuff under your kitchen sink applied more aggressively to a bigger building. But that is only part of the story. The actual chemistry behind that smell is more complex, more deliberate, and more interesting than most people realize. And the reason it triggers such a strong psychological reaction goes back much further than modern medicine. Welcome to Black Box Tales. Today we are opening up the hospital corridor to find out exactly what you are smelling, why it is there, and why that specific combination of odors has become one of the most psychologically loaded scents in human experience. To understand the smell, you have to understand the problem hospitals have always faced. A hospital is a place where sick people gather in large numbers in an enclosed space. Without aggressive intervention, that environment becomes a breeding ground for infection. For most of human history, hospitals were actually more dangerous than staying home. You went in with one problem and came out, if you came out, with several more. The turning point came in the mid-1800s when a Hungarian physician named Ignaz Semmelweis noticed that mortality rates in maternity wards dropped dramatically when doctors washed their hands with a chlorinated solution before delivering babies. Around the same time, Joseph Lister in England was developing antiseptic surgical techniques using carbolic acid. These discoveries did not just change medicine, they changed what hospitals smelled like. Clean became a scent, not just a concept, and that scent became associated with safety. The dominant chemical behind the modern hospital smell is something called isopropyl alcohol. It's in the hand sanitizer dispensers on every wall, in the wipes used to clean surfaces and equipment, and in many of the disinfectants applied to floors and countertops dozens of times a day. Isopropyl alcohol evaporates fast, which is why it works so well as a surface disinfectant, but that evaporation also means it is constantly releasing molecules into the air. You are not just smelling the surfaces, you are breathing the active ingredient. Underneath that is chlorine, or more specifically, sodium hypochlorite, the main component of hospital-grade bleach. It's used to sterilize high-contact surfaces, bathrooms, and any area where bodily fluids have been present. Chlorine compounds are extraordinarily effective at killing a broad spectrum of bacteria and viruses, but they leave behind a sharp, faintly sweet chemical trace that lingers in enclosed spaces for hours after application. Then there's a third layer that most people cannot consciously identify. Hospitals also carry trace odors from medications, particularly certain antibiotics and antiseptic creams, from the materials used in medical equipment like latex and sterile packaging, and from the HVAC systems themselves, which are engineered to filter and recirculate air at a much higher rate than a standard building. That constant processed air has its own faint quality, dry and slightly metallic, that adds to the overall profile. But here's where it gets more interesting. The reason the hospital smell triggers such a strong emotional response is not just about memory or association. Research into scent and psychology suggests that humans have a deeply wired aversion to smells associated with disease and contamination. It's a survival mechanism. We evolved to feel uneasy around the scent markers of illness. Hospitals, by contrast, flood the environment with the chemical opposite. The smell of aggressive cleaning is essentially a signal that says contamination is being actively fought here. On a subconscious level, the brain reads it as both a warning and a reassurance at the same time. That tension is exactly why the smell feels so loaded. It's also why the smell is so memorable. Scent is processed by the olfactory bulb, which sits directly next to the hippocampus and the amygdala, the parts of the brain responsible for memory and emotional response. No other sense has that kind of direct line. A single whiff of that specific chemical combination can pull you back to a waiting room you sat in 20 years ago, with a vividness that a photograph could not match. The hospital doesn't smell that way by accident. Every molecule in that air is doing a job. Killing, preventing, signaling, and whether you know it or not, managing how you feel the moment you walk through the door. That's the black box, something you experience every day without ever stopping to ask why. Hit the like button and subscribe to Black Box Tales for more. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.